Oy vey, Grandma, oy vey. So, Mama, you sound a whole lot better since I last talked to you.
Oh, good. That's good, because I was really tired before. And so I slept a little bit.
Why?
Because I was tired.
Man, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't say it was an episode because it wasn't.
Well, what was it?
I don't know how to explain it. It's having tendencies, to go back to the past, but I had to keep snapping out of it. And I don't know, it's just I don't know. I don't want to go back to the past. I want to keep moving forward.
Right.
So I was just trying to stay focused, and I'm like, you know what? Grandma's asleep. It's tough to motivate myself to do stuff for myself, period.
Oh.
Because it just all branches to what I'm just so used to. I don't like doing stuff for myself. I don't.
Why, honey?
I just don't. Just Grandma, all my life after hearing, James, stop that. That's creepy. James, I raised you better. Stop that. It's like, James, quiet down. James, we heard the joke a million times, all this stuff. And until I just eventually just shut down. Because I'll never forget the time that I did my silence around my family. I was 8, 9 years old. We were downtown Jefferson where there was a Radio Shack. And I said this joke 3 times. And Mom just said, okay, James, we get it. We get it. And it's I was just tired of when I was happy being killed. So I just started being quiet. And I'll never forget the time I ignored Dad for a whole year.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I didn't say a word to him. Even when he would talk to me, I wouldn't say a word to him. And then,
how old then?
I think I was still in elementary school. But, I don't know, it's just I don't, growing up like that, and you're told, to stop how you are, stop being repetitive. Or we're watching Kevin Hart, stand-up comedy, stand-up comedy is supposed to be hilarious. But if someone says some joke and it really gets me laughing, I won't shut up laughing about it.
Yeah.
It still get me going. That bothers Mom. And Mom will say, James, okay, the joke was not that funny. And it would just kill my mood. And whenever she would do that, I would just stop watching it with him. I'll just go straight to my room.
Oh.
I can't. So it's I don't know. But it's growing up like that, and I was always being criticized and stuff like that, of that nature, when it comes to how I naturally am. Grandma like, all my life I always hated myself because I could never meet exceptions. That's probably why I have trouble doing stuff for myself, because I don't want to. It's hard.
Oh, honey.
I managed to get through the day. I got some better shoes.
Good.
And that was just the drain killer right there. I was just like, I don't want to do anything else for myself. I just want to go to sleep because I was tired. But see, that's what I mean. Like, trying to care for myself is mentally draining to me because, like I told my therapist before I made all these friends and stuff, Grandma, they did a yearly checkup on me to see, so James, give me some things for the reason to live for. And I would only say your name. Like, that was it. I didn't have anything else living for, not even for myself. Like,
really?
Every time they gave me this yearly checkup, I would give them the same response every time.
Oh.
Because, Grandma, you and the dogs are the only people that I could be myself around.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Oh, honey.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I could, because I accept you the way you are, honey.
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, yeah, there's people who accept me for who I am now. And,
Thank God.
And I'm trying to do the self-care stuff, and I don't know, it's just not my cup of tea. Like, when you went to do your breathing treatment, I was telling them, like, my ideology on a relationship and stuff, and this is kind of why it never works for me when it comes to dating, because dating for me, like, I really don't care about myself in it. I just care about the person.
Yeah.
And that's how it's always been. Like, I always like to put the woman higher than myself and keep myself low. Like, I don't want it to be about me.
Yeah.
Because growing up, just I grew up hating myself because, like, I would have these antics. I remember when I first came forward with Mom about me just paranoid about dying all the time. And Mama would just yell at me and say, quit thinking like that. Just quit thinking like that, James. You were too young to be thinking like she would yell. And it's like I could never be perfect. Like everything I did was incorrect. And, a kid growing up like that, it's like, and then hearing the stuff from, like, the bullies at school.
Yeah.
There was no getting away from it. So just always hated myself. I didn't really want to do anything for myself. So it's hard for me to do stuff. When it comes to, like, buying clothes, like, I don't care about clothes. I don't care about that stuff. I don't care about having the fanciest shoes. To be honest, Grandma, these Crocs light rides are pretty nice.
I bet they are.
They're nice. They're very lightweight. They're not. Now, Crocs has their own shoes too, and believe it or not, they look comfy, but they are like $70.
Oh.
These Crocs light rides are they were only $35. But see, like, that's another thing. Like, even when it comes to, like, tennis shoes or, like, with me in flip-flops, like, still to this day, like, and I know if I go over to Mom and Dad's house with some Crocs on, Mom's going to be all over my case. Like, James, why are you wearing that? Grandma, they don't like how I dress. They don't like anything that I do. Like, that's what I mean. That's kind of why my caseworker don't want me to go back home. Like, my caseworker does not want me to go back home. And she literally tells me, James, I don't know why you want to keep doing that. I mean, it's best to wait for them to come around than you to keep coming around. I know what she's saying, and I know it's true. Just at the end of the day, man, I don't know. And then if I ever tell my mom, about that stuff, I mean, whenever she said, like, when she came to the caseworker taking it serious because of my severe episode at work, I really thought she was down for the ride now. But no. I get told I didn't have these problems and all that stuff, and it's just like, there's no taking it. Like, I just need to be myself. And see, that's kind of why I like going to that club. It's not about myself. It's about helping them. Like, that's why I like it. I like it there. I want to keep them up. I want to keep their confidence up. I want to help them out. Like,
yeah. Well, James, that's good that you want to help others.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I know. It's just that I'm trying to see the importance within myself, but face it, this is just how I grew up. I grew up hating myself. I grew up like that. Like, it is what it is.
Oh, honey.
I'm not trying to be a downer. I'm just being real. Like, I'm really trying to take care of myself. Like, I'm really trying. But it's just I lose interest and I just want to go to sleep. Because that was one thing that actually caused me to go in a severe depression was my sleep. And my caseworker has all the notes from it. Yep.
Oh,
That's what made me start going suicidal. Like, after every word my parents said to me, like, they could just say hi to me and I'll be flipping off at a switch. Because, I don't know, it's like my life, it was repetitive. I did the same thing every day. But in my dreams, I have these very vivid dreams. And it's always an adventure. It's always a new adventure. And eventually, like, all my writings was about my dreams and how I loved my dreams and how I want to live in my dreams. And, like, pretty much just, I didn't want to exist. I just wanted to just live in my dreams. Because in my dreams, like, everything I've wanted, everything I've craved, girlfriends, anything, like, girlfriends, love, movies, going on dates. Like, I was doing all that in these dreams. But when I'd wake up, it's like, get up, go to work, come home, gotta be quiet, get on the computer, play video games, go to sleep. And it was because I was like, and I did not pick that. I didn't know how to live is the thing.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to live. I did not know how to live. That's why when I got kicked out, it was just like, you're just going to kick your son out. He was ignorant on everything. Okay, nice. I mean, I got the gist of everything. It's just coming around to take care of myself. It's like, yeah, it's hard. And I kind of think that you have the same thing too.
Yeah.
Because your mom did the same thing.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's a tendency
My mother used to call me an ugly dog.
Yeah.
You're an ugly dog.
I would say my grandma's not an ugly dog. She's the coolest dog in the world.
Thank you, James.
There you go.
Oh, honey, I love you so much.
Love you too.
Oh, James, I accept you just the way you are.
Yeah, I know.
And you know what? You're worth everything.
Yeah.
You're worth it to take care of yourself.
I'm
You're
trying.
worth it.
I'm trying, Momo.
You're worth it, James.
I'm trying. Like, I remember, I'll never forget, like, this shows you how much, like, I don't care about myself. But, like, I remember one time I was sitting with, you know, the older crush, and I remember just looking at her. Man, I don't know. Was that the day that I was crying? No, I don't think it was. But I remember I told her I would go homeless for you. Like, I told her that, like I said, I would go homeless for you. And she was like, she like snapped me out. She like, no. Don't be thinking like that. No. Because, like, I get stupid.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I always had to carry a Bluetooth with me when I wasn't on medicine, because I literally get stupid.
But you're not stupid.
No, I get stupid.
Oh.
But, you know, I'm far beyond all that, though.
I know you are.
But I'm just saying that's how it can get. Like I don't even, like, for me to even say that, it's like I don't even care. All I care about is helping that person out. I don't care about my living conditions and stuff. Because at the end of the day, it's like my own parents kicked me out when I knew nothing about the real world. Like, that's kind of how I look at it. Like,
oh, you've been through a lot,
like,
James.
It kind of makes you feel like there's really no value. If your parents are willing to kick you out and you have no knowledge on the real world at all, you don't know how to talk to women, you don't know how to do anything, you don't know how to make friends, you don't know how to properly communicate, and they just kick me out. When I told them I'm getting help, like, it really just shows, like, the value my parents have on me, you know? So really, I mean, sure, I learned to love myself in that experience, I guess. But at the end of the day, like, I don't know, it was more like I was just surviving, like, just, I would wear the same clothes. That's probably why I wear the same clothes and stuff. Like, I'll wear the same pants or something. I just don't care. Like, life's too short to be caring about that stuff. Like, I don't know. Because I know you get that way where you care about people too much.
Yeah, I do.
And I really think it's because we've had similar experiences. But, I mean, it's just like when Mom kicked me out that day, you know, I remember I told my therapist when my diagnosis list came back, and I mean, it was a pretty good-sized list, and, like, then, like, they were telling me, like, you know, a lot of these things could have been prevented with proper help as you were growing up, but your brain is already programmed and stuff, so all we can really do is, like, you know, fix what we can right now and just go on from there.
Yeah.
And like, that can't be completely fixed. Majority of it can't be reversed. It's just like, I don't know. So when I told my mom, like, I went off on them, like, because I was mad, like, because I told my therapist, all right, as soon as they start tag teaming me when I go home, I'm going off on you about this. And I eventually did, and I got kicked out. Like, Mom knew I was getting help. Mom heard me say my diagnosis to her. And, like, she just told me, get out of my house. It's like, man, I'm 25. I don't know anything about life. I got this diagnosis list. You know, school was rough. I mean, man, I had, like, failing grades, like, a lot. Like, I had failing grades a lot. And it's like, none of this was a sign. Like, I remember in 11th grade, I don't know if it was one of the teachers or something, but they actually suggested special ed for me. But me, my whole life, being told there's nothing wrong with me, I kind of took that as an insult because Mom was raising me to think that everything was okay with me. And it's just like, but looking at it after I got help and stuff, it's like, there were so many signs.
Yeah.
And that's why it's so hard for me to even find the energy to do something good for myself. Like buy new pants or buy. That's one thing I hate doing is buying pants, especially since now I'm going to be taking my fasting to the next level. I'm probably going to be dropping weight. Cut out.
Don't drop too much weight.
You don't tell me how much weight to drop.
Okay.
I was watching a video about doing fasting where people can do it for a maximum of 3 days. I probably won't do 3 days, but I wouldn't mind doing a whole day. So I was watching tips on that. I could do a whole day. That won't be a problem. I've done 24 hours before. I've done 27 hours, but the thing is like, it's a lot of mental to do that. A lot of mental. I just like that challenge. See, that's probably why I like doing those things, because it gives me value of myself, because I'm actually putting my body through all this stuff, and I learn to love myself by doing that stuff.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I've never been big into materialism. I've never been big into buying different pairs of shoes. And I mean, now I got a hat thing. I like hats. I was going to buy a new shirt, but I really don't have the money, even though Walmart has them on sale for $7.
James, I could send you some money.
I just really wanted to impress my crush tomorrow. Gosh, I can't wait to see her. And you know what, Grandma? I texted her about what was going on, and you know, she I swear she is so sweet.
Yeah?
Yeah, she texted me. She texted me back like within seconds.
She did?
Yes.
Oh.
She said, I'm sorry you're having a hard time with impulses. I hope you can find something productive to do and have a good rest of your night.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Like, she keeps me going. And you know what? That's kind of why I'm trying to learn how to love myself.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I just want to do all the loving her way. I want to spoil her. I don't want to do anything for myself. I want to do everything for her. I walk up in there with some Crocs. I was going to walk up in there with some Crocs. I was going to look all kind of comfortable. Because these Crocs are pretty comfy.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Yep, $35. So next month, I'm going to do strict fasting, like strict. I need to buy some Tupperware. And I'm going to have to cut out carbs. See, that's another thing I got to do is cut out carbs. No more bread. I didn't know that's going to be hard because bread and peanut butter has always been my lunch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what's the matter with bread and peanut butter?
Well, it's nothing. It's just I heard that carbs, it's not bad for fasting. I mean, I've dropped a lot of weight by eating bread for lunch. But the thing is you could be getting more results if you ditch bread. You can be doing way more results because your body takes longer to break down the bread than it would without the bread.
Oh.
It's kind of like meat, basically. Meat slows down the digestive system. Bread slows down the digestive system too. Probably not as bad as meat because meat is a slow digestive process.
Yeah.
But I gotta ditch that. So I was thinking about just doing peanuts and stuff for lunch. Just eat peanuts for lunch. And I gotta tell my friend Daryl to stop giving me candy. He loves giving me candy.
Oh, he does.
Yeah. He always makes sure I'm in a good mood because he can relate to my paranoia and stuff. I mean, he don't have it as bad as I do. I mean, well, his is more different. He got his in prison, so his is way more different. But he knows how to maneuver, and he's been a big help with me. But yeah, he loves showering me with candy. He's like, hey man, what's up? And he'll throw a Starburst at me or something. But like, gotta not do that stuff. I want to take my fasting to the next level. But like, for example, like those sausages that Aunt Elma gave me.
Yeah.
For a while, I was just eating that for dinner. Just have a link of sausage, nothing else, and just go to bed.
Oh.
You know, it was simplistic, but I've been working out too. I did 2 workouts today actually, and I'm trying to do it for myself. You know, I'm not paranoid of anything. I'm not worried about anyone fighting me or nothing or anything. It's just I'm trying to be a better me, but it's kind of hard. But I will tell you this, I am excited tomorrow. I wanted to go to Walmart to go get a $7 shirt. I wanted to look all nice for her, but I don't want to. I mean, I know I could probably afford it, but the thing is I want to be safe just in case. Like that $35 I spent on these shoes, I was like, oh man, ouch. I didn't want to spend that, but I needed to because I needed the shoes.
Yeah, well, you needed that, James.
Yeah, I did. But like, it's the only thing that the only person that really, really, really cares about me, you know, besides you, is my caseworker, because you know what she said, like, I came clean about some stuff that, you know, I guess I didn't tell her the full truth about. And she was concerned about me going homeless again. And I'm like, no, don't worry. I'm not going homeless again. Like, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Good.
She was very concerned because I told her some stuff and, about, just about everything. And like, we came to the realization that I had a problem. We didn't know it was that big of a problem. So she was like, wow, James, that's pretty severe. I was like, yeah, but I gotten better since then. I've gotten better since then. Her fear is just me going homeless again. She don't want to see that again. Because, living out of that Fiat, uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Uncomfortable. I don't know. That's enough about me and blah, blah, blah. I'm fine now.
James,
it's just...
I'd love to hear about you, though.
Yeah, but, I want the listeners to be intrigued with our podcast, not be like, oh, man, I feel so bad. The podcast is to spread like mental awareness because a lot of the stuff that I talk about, this stuff is stuff my parents just don't talk about. Like, they'd rather just sweep it under a rug. That's why it's shocked. Aunt Elma and how when it was Joy's graduation and on how they just got so upset with me for how I was dressed. And, like, it really upset her. I didn't know it upset her like that.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, it upset her. And, like, that's why I said, like, the stuff that I learned from Aunt Elma when I was on vacation, she supports me a lot. She supports me a lot.
That's good.
That's cool. Like, she wants me to keep writing. She wants me to keep doing that.
Yeah.
My mom don't want me to keep writing. My mom wants me to be a warehouse worker and just do that. But it's like, I have so much talent. Like, why do you want me to shelter it? It's just like they sheltered it when I was a kid. Like, they didn't want to read my writings and stuff. They didn't want to do anything like that. I said, I don't know. It's like everyone else sees value in me, but I don't see value in me. Like, I just want to have a stable life. I want a happy life. But I don't want happiness to revolve around me. I don't like being the spotlight. I don't. Mm-mm. My grandma likes being the spotlight.
Not really, honey.
But everything's getting better. It's just today was kind of rough. It took me a long minute to get out of bed because I just wanted to sleep all day. And, I really think it's because I've been taking the medicine irregularly. Because like my caseworker said, like when I don't take my medicine, it's like my brain goes backwards.
Yeah.
And I could see that. But the thing is, Grandma, I'm down to 4 pills.
You got to make an appointment with the doctor. You said you were going to do that today.
Well, Mama, I was asleep.
Yeah.
Everything will be fine. I promise. I haven't been paranoid. There's been chances I could have been, but I'm working on my patience because, I don't know. I just feel like, the woman I have a crush on, I don't think she would want to be with someone who's not patient.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be more patient. And that's one thing that I'll learn from doing the long-term fasting. They say you want to use your energy. You want to use your energy that you have and you want to restore as much as possible. So pretty much you don't want to be doing fast movement. You don't want to be doing none of that. You want to stay focused. Like you want to do everything, with pace. You want to do everything not fast, but you want to do it at a good pace, because with fasting, you got to restore as much energy as possible.
Right.
So tomorrow, I ain't going to eat nothing, like, until I get home. I mean, I might, when I go see my crush, I might have a Coke. But even when I see her, like, it's going to be like 11 o'clock at night. So that's like 23 hours. I need to get on my fast game, and they say, like, I could put a little salt for some minerals in my water. Because after a while you get a tired feeling. You get that tired feeling because your body's not getting the minerals. So you'll get that from the salt.
Oh.
You know what, Grandma? I actually was reading about this new diet that people are really doing really good on. Have you heard of the cabbage water diet?
No.
Yeah, you boil some cabbage and you get some pink Himalayan salt. It has to be pink. Pink Himalayan salt and cabbage water. Oh man, I'm seeing a lot of good results on it.
Really?
Yeah. You never heard of it?
No.
Pink Himalayan salt and cabbage water?
You mean you don't eat the cabbage?
No, you fill your gallon up. You fill a gallon, and you got to drink a gallon of pink Himalayan salt and cabbage water.
Oh.
And that's all you do. Like, you don't eat anything. And like it cures all kinds of things, like AIDS, HIV, cancer, anything you name it, it can cure it. So it's like an ultimate detox. Have you heard of it? Yes, you have. I'm trying to get you riled up.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you have. You don't remember Dr. Phil or Dr. Oz or whatever talking about the pink Himalayan salt and cabbage water?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Gosh, you were about to let me do it, weren't you?
What?
Pink Himalayan salt and cabbage water.
No.
I don't know, man. I'm going to write some songs. I think I'm going to take a break writing songs about the crush, though. I want to do a song about insomnia and something else. But I'll do more writing about it and stuff. There's no worries there. I just want to talk more about some other stuff. But yeah, these Crocs are nice, Grandma.
I bet they are.
You got some Crocs?
No, I don't.
Oh yeah, you got mules. You got Moscow mules, right?
Mules?
Mules.
I don't know.
You got mules for shoes. Isn't that what they're called?
I don't know if that's what they're called.
Or whales? What are they called?
I don't know. They're slip-ons, though.
Are they mules?
I don't know.
Oy vey. Oy vey. I don't know what my grandma's name is because she's American. No. I can't wait for tomorrow. I can't wait for tomorrow. Ooh, 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 ooh. Grandma is an American.
Yep.
I'm gonna give her the biggest hug, and I'm not ever gonna let go. Yeah, do you know that YouTuber that's from Georgia? He's from Monroe, and in Monroe, there's like no jobs there. Like there's nothing. Like there's a lot of people who live in Monroe who work where I work. And
Oh,
Monroe's like
yeah?
a 45-hour drive. But yeah,
45 hours.
yeah, and he has no 45 minutes.
Oh,
45
40.
minutes. Yeah, 45 minutes. And but yeah, he's got like 22,000 subscribers on YouTube, and all he does is go to fast food and try out their new foods and stuff. And that's so cool. Like someone from Monroe is making something of himself. He did like a video with someone who lived in California. They flew him out there or something like that. So look at him. He's
Oh.
making him something of himself out of Monroe, and Monroe's like nothing. Like it's nothing but boonies. Like there's nothing in Monroe from what I've heard from the people I work with.
Uh-huh.
Half the time I don't even know grandma's name.
Aaron I. Delgado.
They see that's kind of why, like, for me to even show love for myself is I have to have a reason to, and that's kind of why I work my butt off at work now. It's not for me. It's so because I got a long-term goal that I can save up for, and I can manage my money so I can make that happen.
Yeah.
And in the long run, it's going to pay off. And I'm helping my crush out. It's going to be cool.
Yeah.
She just helped me out so much, and being a single mother and stuff, that's not easy. But just knowing that, I can help her out, that's going to be amazing. Because she don't need a boy, like she needs a man, like someone who's going to take responsibility, like not that, like kind of like how Grandpa took in Uncle Robbie and Aunt Angie as his own.
Yeah, he did.
I want to do that. But maybe one day. I'm not going to pop the question anytime soon. Right now, I just want to gotta take it with time, take it with stride, and then pop up with suspense.
Yep.
Because I'll never forget, like when I first came out and I told her that I had a crush on her. It was out of nowhere. She was not expecting me to say that because, for all she knew is that I was crazy about, another woman that she worked with, and I was. But then certain obstacles hit, and the signs were telling me you fell for the wrong woman. And I just blurted it out while we were just sitting there, just enjoying each other's time. And kind of took her by surprise when I said that. Then there was another time I was out and about, and I saw her finally get on Snapchat. Now, when she came into the picture, I wasn't as far gone as I was with the older crush. But like, I would go on these emotional vents, and like, I don't remember what I would be talking about in it, just stuff. But I would text a lot of stuff, and she was going to take the time out of her day to read all that. And I'm like, are you serious? You're really going to read all that? And like, I thought that was so cool. And then just out of nowhere, I was like, well, So to prevent, because Snapchat, it deletes all your messages. So she saw all these messages. She's scrolling up, and she was going to read them all, every single one. And but they deleted it before she could get to it.
Oh.
Because that's how Snapchat does. It's like a 24-hour thing, and once it's seen, it's gone. And so I was like, well, to prevent that from happening, well, how about you give me some form of contact so that won't happen anymore? And that kind of took her up by surprise. Like, she was not expecting me to say that. So.
Well, she was being careful.
Oh yeah. But no, she knows who I am now.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. That's why she didn't have a problem with giving me contact info. But it took her as a shock because she wasn't expecting. Because Grandma, the whole time the whole time I would talk to her, I would always talk about the employee she worked with, and like I would always talk about, oh yeah, she does this or she does that, and like it was something was always revolving around her, and then like I would say, oh no, I don't feel like doing this or this or this or this or, because I'm trying to wait for so and so and blah blah blah, and like everything revolved around her, like it was bad. But so when I came out with, I got a crush on you. Well, to prevent that, how about we just find some other way to talk? And yeah, with time, everything will come into place.
Oh yeah.
I just gotta play it by ear.
Yeah.
But yep. But I tried, loving myself. It was just pretty hard. I'm just glad I got some new shoes.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Mm-hmm. These Crocs are comfortable. They're not the comfortablest, but you can deal with it.
Yeah.
They're not the comfortablest, and I think it's because these are the light ones. Because I'm pretty sure the heavy ones are really comfortable, but I didn't want the big bulky Crocs. I just wanted like something light. That's why these are called the Light Ride.
Oh, okay.
They're a lighter version of Crocs. Half the time, don't know Grandma. Hope to remember one day, but I don't know if I will. I don't know Grandma's name. Who's my Mimi?
Me?
What's my Mimi? Does Grandma want a cookie?
Oh yeah, I'll take a cookie.
What kind of cookie you want?
Chocolate chip.
Why?
Because I like chocolate chip cookies.
What kind of chocolate chip are we talking about? You got a specific brand?
Toll House?
Toll House makes some really good cookies.
Yeah.
But tonight though, I'm gonna do a cleaning regimen on my face, and all that stuff. Just wanna clean up my face, shave up everything, shave up my mustache, the side of my hair, because it's getting a little thick. Just want to make myself look very presentable tomorrow.
Good.
But you know what, man? I really am thinking about going to Walmart to go get that shirt.
Yeah, get that shirt, James.
It's nice. It's like a light purple.
Oh.
Yeah. And it's a dress shirt, like a fancy dress shirt.
Uh-huh.
I wanna look. To be honest, I've kind of been clinging to purple because I really think it'll bring out the green and black, because it's like, oh, he's wearing a purple attire, but he has, the green and black tattoos, and he's got green eyes, and then eventually I have a green septum. So it'll be like a purple and green. I don't know.
Oh.
It's something that I'm starting to find appealing.
Uh-huh.
But half the time I don't know Grandma's name.
Oh, well.
I try to remember Grandma's name, but what's the point? What's the point of remembering your name, Grandma?
KID.
No, what's the point of remembering it?
So that you remember it?
Yeah, but let's be honest, Grandma. You're an American person.
Yeah.
We just got to think about that for a minute. Let's see here. I don't know Grandma's name. Jeez. Grandma, I don't know your name.
I don't know. Should I say it on podcast?
No.
Oh, okay.
You could say your nickname.
Karaoke.
You could say your first name. Just don't say your last name.
Karen.
My grandma's one of the coolest people in North America and North Wisconsin. Ain't that right?
Yep, I guess.
Grandma, when's the last time you went to Wisconsin?
Oh, gee, years ago.
You ever miss it?
Yeah, kind of.
What do you miss the most about it?
I don't know, the cold weather, probably.
I don't know Grandma's name. Sounds like you're breaking a dance, Grandma.
Oh,
Does Grandma like dancing?
yeah, I used to.
What's your favorite dance to do?
Oh, I don't know the names of them now.
Grandma,
Yeah,
if you're American, what kind of American are you?
an American.
You know,
I don't know a special kind.
they have Navajo snapbacks on Amazon. Hats. Because I kind of like those patterns. Oh, jeez!
What?
They got the hat that I got.
They do?
Yeah. But half the time I don't know Grandma's name, so I gotta hope to remember. Why are hats so expensive, though?
I don't know. It's 3 o'clock already, James.
You're wide awake, ain't you?
I know it's getting late.
Oh, I don't care. Are you talking about for me or are you talking about for you? Are you talking about for me or are you talking about for you?
I'm talking about for me.
What, you tired?
Well, no, not really.
Then why are you bringing it up?
Because it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
What's that mean?
Well, I wanted to read some.
Why can't you read to me?
Oh, I suppose I could.
See, I'm trying to be a support here and you don't even want... Go find them, Grandma.
No, wait a minute.
No, don't include me.
I include you.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Whatever.
James, I love you.
You didn't even want to read to me.
I'll read to you if you want me to.
See, this is why we can't have nice things.
Why?
Because my grandma went to Texaco.
Texaco?
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe I'll find a purple hat at Wally World.
Here you go.
Because you can find a hat cheap there. I just really want to impress her, Grandma. Like, I don't think you know how important this woman is to me. She's helped me through so much, and oh my geez, like, I want to give her the world.
Yeah, I know.
My grandma, one time, she went to Mexico. How was Mexico?
I didn't go.
What? What, was it a lie?
I never went to Mexico.
What happened?
I just didn't go.
I'm kind of confused. So what happened?
I just didn't go, honey.
No, you did go.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Don't you lie to me. Don't you do it. Don't you lie to me. Don't you do it.
I'm not lying to you.
Well, don't. I don't want you to lie to me.
I'm not.
Ooh, they got a purple Navajo hat. Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice. You know, this company must be based out of Montana because they sold those hats for the same price that they're selling it on Amazon.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So I wonder if they had their own setup there, and I didn't even know this. I mean, it's not a big company, but this hat is like one of my favorite hats. Maybe when I come next month, maybe I'll get me the purple Navajo hat. They have a purple Navajo hat. But see, mine's green. It's not gray. I know they got more colors than me. And half the time I don't know Grandma's name. Grandma, what was your name again? Because I really forgot.
Karen?
One time my grandma went to Ishimashuda.
Ishimashuda?
Mm-hmm. See, but that's like one thing that, that I've never even done though, is like collect stuff. Like a hat I'm getting into to try to express myself better. I don't think I'll get into shoes though. It's just hats are just, it's so simplistic. It's less expensive than, tennis shoes, because tennis shoes can be expensive. Some people put so much money in shoe collections, it's not funny. Like I remember my grandma when she started her collection on collecting very fine tennis shoes. Remember you invested about how much? Like $8,000 in tennis shoes?
No.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Call me a liar.
No, I'm not.
Do it. Do it.
No.
But I'm just requesting you to do it, like.
But I don't want to.
Well, let's not be selfish now. Let's not be selfish now, Momo. It's not about whether you want to or not. It's about what does James want. I don't even remember what I was telling you to do. But I tell you what, Grandma, my muscles I'm looking pretty good since I've been doing the workout.
Good.
I'm looking real good. See, muscle has memory. I want to be a big, strong guy that my crush needs. See, that's kind of what really is getting me back into working out. I just want to at least look like I'm taking care of myself,
Oh, good.
But man, I'll tell you this though, my grandma gave me like New Orleans cookie dough, New Orleans this, New Orleans that. Remember that?
No, not really.
What? What happened to the New Orleans cookie dough?
I don't know.
What'd you do with it?
I probably ate it.
Why?
I don't know. I guess I wanted to.
I can't wait for Walmart to get the long sleeve shirts in, like the cheap ones, so I can start making shirts. Because I got an idea. Oh yeah, I got to work on Natalie's shirt. Natalie, I know you listening to this. I'll work on your shirt while I'm charging up my phone. I want to try on that mask. And then I'm going to head to Wally World because I want to go impress my crush tomorrow and give her all the hugs and kisses in the world and whatnot because she deserves it. Oy vey, oy vey, oy vey. One time my grandma gave me an $80 bill, and you know what I told her? I said, Grandma, you keep the change. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
I remember that time my grandma didn't even want to read to me. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that. You just did that too. Remember?
No.
Yes, you did.
I did?
Yep. You didn't want to read to me. My grandma don't believe in reading. She says reading is for stupid people.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. So, Grandma, you going to read to me or what?
You want me to?
Oh, my gosh. No, I don't. I'm just saying that because, I'm just trying to sound like I want you to read me, but because you were wanting to go read, because, I like to support your hobbies, but I only wanted to act like it.
Now you're being sarcastic.
Nope. No, I'm not. Plus, I want to go buy me some of that soda mix. Oh, yeah, I can't drink that on my fast. If I'm going to be doing this serious fasting. Jeez Louise, pepper cheese. I'm going to work on Natalie's t-shirt real quick. So next time I see her, I'll have it. But I've been wanting to try out these masks. I want to see how good they are. Yeah. Frick. I wonder if that's why I feel so loopy. You think it's allergies?
It could be.
Oh, where's my cardboard box? Holy fucking day. Where the frick's my cardboard box at? There it is. I gotta make Natalie a shirt real quick. Then I'll head to Wally World. I don't know Grandma's name anymore. She never tells me anymore.
Karen.
Yeah, but Grandma face it. You don't mean that. You don't mean that.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't. Mama, when's the last time you went to America? And go.
Today.
What? How was it?
Very good.
Did you go see the Mushamashi Misha?
No.
Why not?
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, you do. I know you know what the Mushimasha Misha is.
No,
Don't you?
really. No, not really.
Yeah, you do. Come on now, Mama. Come on. Now you're just being silly. Come on. All right. So we're going to work on Natalie's shirt. Natalie, I'm working on your shirt. So let's see here. I want to work on Grandma's shirt. I want to give Grandma all the shirts in the world.
Oh.
Peace. Hey, it's Super Cool. Hey, it's Joy from Super Cool Computer News. I don't know where my stencil is. I don't want to do the complicated one anyway. I'll do these ones. Really, the blood. I had like a blood stencil one that looks pretty cool, but man, it's a lot of work. It's not straight to the point letters.
Oh.
I know how Grandma feels about, letters and stuff. Grandma's not a big fan of letters. She says letters are for suckers.
No, I didn't.
So if you ever write my grandma a letter, just know she's going to think you're a sucker when she reads it.
I do not.
Yeah, you do. Grandma, how long have you been a sucker?
I'm not.
Grandma, say, I'm a sucker.
No.
Say it.
I'm not going to do that.
Say it.
No.
Grandma, please.
I'm not going to do that.
Why?
Because I'm not.
Hey, you don't use that tone with me, Missy. Grandma, I'm trying to put on the face mask.
Oh.
Oh, man. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Ah!
Maybe I better let you go, though.
Why?
Because it's 20 after 3.
What does that mean? See how you always, what does that mean?
It means I want to take a nap.
I thought you were wanting to read.
Yeah, I do want to read.
You don't. You want to get me off the phone. Well, Grandma, if you want to go, then go.
But I love you, James.
Yeah, but I thought you were going to read to me. But
Well, I will.
what?
I will.
No, you won't. You said you wanted to go take a nap.
Well, I'm going to read to you.
Well, to be honest, Grandma, you just got done taking a nap.
Yeah, I know.
Boy, these gas mask things are pretty cool. Smells very clean. All right, Natalie, I'm working on your shirt. Maybe I can get her to model this shirt for me. This is stupid. This is not working. This is not working. This is not working. I can smell the permanent marker clear as day. Waste of money, piece of crap. What the heck? What are these freaking instructions? This stupid thing don't work.
It don't.
No. Oh, wait a minute. I think I did something wrong. Is this? Oh, I get it. Okay. So you got to pencil this in. Wait, guys, it might work. This is a live review of these masks. And if they work or not.
Okay, I'm reading from Paws from Heaven.
All right.
This is called The Timeshare Cat.
Okay. Okay, it works a lot better now.
About 2 minutes after my husband Ron and I moved our family into our first house, the pleas for a pet began. Now that we were out of an apartment with a property of our own, our 3 children knew what we needed: a pet. I hated being the voice of reason, but I kept firm to my opinion that it just wasn't fair to leave a pet alone all day long. Pets are social. We can't get a pet right now. With both Ron and me commuting 2 hours a day, I didn't see how we could manage to add the care of another being. I remember thinking that a move to the suburbs would be a good thing, a slower pace, a bit fresh air, some quiet. We moved to a town with shady trees and a real sense of small town life. But even as we enjoyed the changes our move brought, life felt full of hard edges and non-negotiables. Between train schedules, daycare drop-off and pickup schedules, and parking and town regulations to navigate, our days felt pressed and squeezed. We barely had time to meet any neighbors, and most did not have children the same age as our own. I was extracting Emily, our oldest, at 4 years old, from her car seat one afternoon, and instead of scrambling out to join her siblings, she looked at me and said, "Mom, I just don't think I can stand it if we never have a pet." Emily is known for the dramatic, and if not for her tone of voice, I might have tossed this remark off as another theatrical moment. But it was a soft whisper of a thought, and that softness sifted past and through all the hard edges of the day, and just about broke my heart. As we walked into the house, I sent up a silent prayer. Well, maybe an ultimatum to God. This one's up to you. I don't see how this can happen, but you do. A few weeks later, God apparently had the answer. Emily opened the back door one morning, and I heard a soft "oh" escape her mouth. There on the back porch sat an orange tiger-striped cat, as if he'd patiently been waiting for her to show up. Well, much activity ensued. While Ron and I breakfast that Saturday, Emily roused her younger siblings. Then came a heated discussion of how much milk they should give the cat. This was all taking place in the house as the cat, whom I forbade entry, sat waiting on the porch. And he did seem to be waiting. When presented with a bowl of milk, he happily obliged by drinking it and allowed his benefactors the chance to pet him for a few minutes before he scampered off down the street. All day long, the cat was the topic of discussion. Where had he come from? Would he come back? What would they feed him when he did? What should they name him? Of course he needed a name. The scenario seemed endless. I remember that day thinking how easily everyone got along. I had no idea if the cat would come back, but I was grateful for that day and thankful God had heard a young girl's desires. But God apparently was not finished. The cat, by this time named Tiger, returned again and again, each time in the morning, each time ready for a meal and some attention. By the third or fourth day, I thought perhaps we'd better see if he was lost. He had a collar and there was a number on it. I was the only one who thought we should call. The real possibility that our part-time cat would disappear was untenable to the children. Finally, the next afternoon, we mustered up the courage to call. Me on the phone with the owner, with 3 heads at my elbow. When I hung up, I smiled. Would you like to go see your cat and meet her owner? Though Ron had been an amused onlooker to the cat saga, even he was intrigued, and all 5 of us trekked across the street and 1 level up. On the top floor of a butter yellow Victorian house was an apartment. Owner waited at the top of the steps to welcome us, and as the children rounded the corner, they saw their friend stretched out on a window seat in the sunshine. His name was Sammy, and his owner was a generous, happy woman who laughed a lot and seemed to enjoy the company of children. We learned that Sammy had many stops in his day. One neighbor saw him around noon, another in the late afternoon, another in the evening. The previous owner of our house had been the morning stop. He was a man with cerebral palsy, whose days were definitely brightened by Sammy. But the man had been gone over a year by the time we purchased the house, and Sammy's owner was surprised to find Sammy had put us in the rotation. He gets plenty to eat here and other places, but don't feel like you have to feed him, he told me. But he loves to visit people, and everyone seems to love him back. You kids are welcome to come see him anytime he's at home, too. We walked home for lunch. Nothing had changed, and yet everything had. We had a pet. But that was what we could have, and that was what God provided. We had met a neighbor and learned a bit about our other neighbors. They were cat people, and they liked to share. The world seemed softer somehow with a cat in our lives. And as I looked up the street where 3 lively children were bouncing along, deep in conversation, I could see that our house was on the way to becoming a home. Is your cat a southpaw? Pets can have a paw preference. Maybe you already observed that. It's certainly not unusual for your cat to use the same paw consistently to do things cats do. But now researchers think many animals do have preference for left or right. For this, we needed a study. Well, actually, the studies are to inform future breeding and behaviors, but the information they provide can be fun stuff. For example, researchers discovered that when your cat wants something, she'll reach for it with her dominant paw. But if she's playing, she'll use either paw or both paws. That was a timeshare cat.
What? That wasn't the Bible?
No, that's a timeshare cat.
What was a timeshare cat?
Yeah, that was the book I'm reading.
I was about to say, I've never heard this stuff in the Bible before.
No, not in the Bible.
My grandma's American, though.
But I've got my Bible right here.
You can keep reading that book, Grandma. I don't mind.
Well, I got my Bible right here. I was going to read out of Matthew 10.
Natalie, your shirt's coming out really good, by the way.
Matthew 10. Jesus sends out the 12. He called his 12 disciples to him and gave them authority to drive out evil spirits and to heal every disease and sickness. These are the names of the 12 apostles. First Simon, who is called Peter, and his brother Andrew. James, son of Zebedee, and his brother John. Philip and Bartholomew, Thomas and Matthew the tax collector. James, son of Alphaeus, and Thaddeus. Simon the Zealot, and Judas Iscariot, who betrayed him. These out with the following instructions. Do not go among the Gentiles or enter any town of the Samaritans. Go rather to the lost sheep of Israel. As you go, preach this message. The kingdom of heaven is near. Heal the sick, raise the dead, cleanse those who have leprosy, drive out demons. Freely you have received, freely give. Do not take along any gold or silver or copper in your belt. Take no bag for the journey, or extra tunic, or sandals, or a staff, for the worker is worth his keep. Whatever town or village you enter, search for some worthy person there and stay at his house until you leave. As you enter the home, give it your greeting. If the home is deserving, let your peace rest on it. If it is not, let your peace return to you. If anyone will not welcome you or listen to your words, shake the dust off your feet when you leave that home or town. I tell you the truth, it will be more bearable for Sodom and Gomorrah on the day of judgment than for that town. I am sending you out like sheep among wolves. Therefore be as shrewd as snakes and as innocent as doves. Be on your guard against men. They will hand you over to the local councils and flog you in their synagogues. On my account, you will be brought before governors and kings as witnesses to them and to the Gentiles. But when they arrest you, do not worry about what to say or how to say it. At that time, you will be given what to say. It will not be you speaking, but the Spirit of your Father speaking through you. Brother will betray brother to death, and a father his child. Children will rebel against their parents and have them put to death. All men will hate you because of me, but he who stands firm to the end will be saved. When you are persecuted in one place, flee to another. I tell you the truth, you will not finish going through the cities of Israel before the Son of Man comes. A student is not above his teacher, nor a servant above his master. It is enough for the student to be like his teacher, and the servant like his master. If the head of the house has been called Beelzebub, how much more the members of his household? So do not be afraid of them. There is nothing concealed that will not be disclosed, or hidden that will not be made known. What I tell you in the dark, speak in the daylight. What is whispered in your ear, proclaim from the roofs. Do not be afraid of those who kill the body, but cannot kill the soul. Rather be afraid of the one who can destroy both soul and body in hell. Are not 2 sparrows sold for a penny? Yet not one of them will fall to the ground apart from the will of your Father. And even the very hairs of your head are all numbered. So don't be afraid. You are worth more than many sparrows. Whoever acknowledges me before men, I will also acknowledge him before my Father in heaven. But whoever disowns me before men, I will disown him before my Father in heaven. Do not suppose that I have come to bring peace to the earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. For I have come to turn a man against his father, a daughter against her mother, a daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies will be the members of his own household. Anyone who loves his father or mother more than me is not worthy of me. Anyone who loves his son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. And anyone who does not take his cross and follow me is not worthy of me. Whoever finds his life will lose it, and whoever loses his life for my sake will find it. He who receives me receives me, and he who receives me receives the one who sent me. Anyone who receives a prophet because he is a prophet will receive a prophet's reward. And anyone who receives a righteous man because he is a righteous man will receive a righteous man's reward. And if anyone gives even a cup of cold water to one of these little ones because he is my disciple, I tell you the truth, he will certainly not lose his reward. That was Matthew 10.
There you go. There you go, Grandma. How do you feel now? How do you feel now?
I feel good.
There you go. You didn't take your breathing treatment.
No, I didn't.
I can hear it in your voice.
You can?
Yep. Your lungs are exhausted after reading all that. I can hear it. Do your lungs feel okay?
Yeah, I got to take my breathing treatment.
You do?
Yeah, I think I'll do it now.
Well, there you go. Natalie, if you're wondering, your shirt is coming out perfect. I'm getting better at these shirts, Grandma.
You are?
Oh, yeah, I'm getting really good at it.
Good.
I might make you another shirt.
Oh, okay.
My grandma has a custom-made one. You can't find that one anywhere. It has DJ Marmalade on it.
Yep.
So that's Grandma's name, DJ Marmalade. Grandma, tell me a story about when you went to Mexico.
I didn't go to Mexico.
Yeah, you
Jane.
did. Remember the time you went to Winnebago? Remember the time you went to Winnebago?
Up in Wisconsin?
When you went to Winnebago. Remember?
In Wisconsin?
Whenever you went to Winnebago.
That must have been years ago.
Yeah, but don't you remember that?
Oh, kind of.
You miss it?
I guess.
What do you miss about Winnebago?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Now, you know what's funny, Grandma? I asked you that same question a couple days ago, and you said you miss camping and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because you said you used to camp in Winnebago. Didn't you?
Well, we'd stay in a cabin.
Yeah? What was so good about the camping in Winnebago?
Oh, I don't know. It was pleasant. We had horses that we were able to ride.
Wait, you rode horses?
And we rode horses.
What was your horse's name?
I can't remember.
Did you name it Skippy?
No.
Did you name it Ushamushmush?
No.
Did you name it Shmashmash?
No.
Did you name it Oof, Oof, Oof?
No.
Did you name it Eek, Eek, Eek?
No.
Did you name it Iki Maki Muka Muka?
No.
Why?
Because I didn't.
What'd you name it?
I can't remember.
I remember what you named it. You named it Booger.
No.
Yes, you did.
That wouldn't be a name that I'd pick.
Okay, then what name would you pick? What name would you pick? You would call it Booger, right?
No.
What would you call it?
I think its name was Topsy.
Topsy?
Topsy, yeah.
With a P as in Paul?
T as in Ted.
T as in Ted, O, P as in Paul, P as in Paul?
Yeah, T-O-P.
Why'd they name it that?
That's what the horse's name was.
So you couldn't name it?
No, it was already named.
Yeah, but you're the coolest person in the world. You should have been able to name it. They would be honored to have you name their horse. Well, what would you name a horse, Grandma, if you had a pet horse?
Stallion.
See, my grandma comes up with the best names. So if anyone out there, you just got a good tip to name your pet horse, you're welcome. Why would you name it Stallion?
Because I like that name.
Now, what is it? Now, would that be a male horse or a female horse?
Probably a male horse.
Well, what would you name a female horse?
Daisy.
Would you feed it daisies? I think horses can I think they can eat flowers.
They can?
Yeah. Natalie, your shirt's coming in perfect. It's got Grandma's approval. Doesn't it, Momo?
Yep.
See? Yeah, Grandma, did you hear about DCFS?
No, what about?
Well, Georgia specifically, 800 employees of DCFS lost their job.
Really? I wonder why.
They weren't doing their job.
Oh.
There were tons of kids, by the notes that were taken, were in unsafe conditions.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my.
Yep, 800. That's a lot of people.
Wow, that is.
In the state of Georgia. Because they're not doing their job, and my caseworker even told me that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's about time. It's about time. So that means they don't even do their job. Because I was wondering about that. Because, you know, it's like, man, they sure are lenient on a lot of things. Come to find out, they're not supposed to be. Just they didn't want to do the job. But it's like, why apply for that job if you don't want to do it?
Really?
Like, I understand taking kids from a parent is horrible. Why try to be superhero and leave the kids in an unsafe environment?
Well, because there was a little girl, I think she was 2 or 3 years old, and she had been taken away from her mother. Well, DCFS sent her back to her mother, and in her mother's care, she was killed.
Oh, was that?
By
Yes.
the mother's boyfriend.
Something like that happened in Georgia. Well, they went over the notes because there was something that was happening that made the government get involved with how DCFS was doing things in Georgia.
Really?
And they looked at a lot of these notes that were taken. A lot of those notes were not taken like they should have been.
Oh.
I mean, the predicament was not taken like it should have been. So yeah, it's about time because my friend, he's currently in a battle for custody of his kid. Like, his kid is too scared to go back to the mother's home and whatnot. And I think he was having to deal with stuff with DCFS because he was the one that posted about that.
Oh.
Because they haven't been doing their jobs. But it's kind of like the same thing with nurses and CNAs. It's like, why go to school for it and stuff if you're going to abuse the elderly? Like, why even do it?
Yeah, really.
I don't get that. Because I understand, because you got to be patient to be in those jobs.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the patience for it, why apply for it?
That's right.
Hey, Grandma, do me a favor.
What?
Tell Natalie her shirt is coming in really nice.
Natalie, your shirt is coming in real nice.
He has got Grandma's approval. All right.
I'm going to do my breathing treatment now.
All right. Well, that means it's going to be quiet. So, Grandma, before you go, do you have anything you want to advertise?
Dunkin' Donut coffee.
What do you got to say about it?
The afternoon and 6 o'clock in the evening, Dunkin' Donut coffee sells their large drinks for 99 cents.
There you go.
Comes to $1.21, and I usually get a large mocha iced coffee decaf with 2 Splendas and some cream.
There you go. You can't beat that, guys. So stop what you're doing. Go to Dunkin' Donuts and get that done. And I would like to advertise my grandma being the coolest person in the world. Well, I'm going to let Grandma's going to go take her breathing treatment. I'm going to work on this shirt. So it's probably going to get real quiet. There's a chance the podcast might come back on when I go to Walmart. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. But for now, we are...
Hi. Good night, James.
Wait, Grandma, you can stay on the phone.
Oh, I could?
Yeah, you got to take that breathing treatment with me watching.